ago. So I don't know how long it usually takes them to get here. I don't ever notice. They just are here when they're here.
You guys can stand up there, don't knock over them lights or get near them lights, don't even go close to them lights. The damn lights. Come on now. Common sense. I think I'm gonna go back to Maryland and stay. Just go look like no. Up down there. You wanna go down there? Come on. Let's drop down. Come on.
David will be here in a minute, I think. So is this your last parade of the season, or somebody else got another one? Oliver Springs is next week.
It's supposed to be next Friday, but I told him I couldn't do it because I had a basketball game.
Ah.
And so does Oliver Springs.
Oh, well.
So I called him. I sent a message to him and said, "Do you realize that you've got the parade scheduled to start from the high school at the exact time the high school has a basketball game starting?"
And the answer was, yeah.
So I texted the AD. I said, "Do you realize every city has a parade starting at the exact time you have a ball game?" He goes, "No." I said, "You do now."
Communication.
So hoping they'll move it to Saturday. So.
Yeah. Well, we've got they've got that All-Stars game going on in Blankenship tonight. I guess it's still going on. I haven't seen anything to the contrary. Maybe 7. But I'm afraid, you know, is it 7:30? I'm just afraid traffic is going to, you know, people who are trying to get there are going to try to come down Lafayette. Yep. As per usual for us, except for last year, it was supposed to rain. All right. Good evening. Welcome to the 2021 edition of the Oakridge Chamber of Commerce's Oakridge Christmas Parade. This year our theme is the 12 Days of Christmas, and we are looking forward to a great evening tonight. Had some terrible weather earlier today, but as per usual it cleared out just in time for the parade, and we're looking forward to a great evening. Ooh, there's lots of wind. Oh, did they? No, where'd they go? Sheesh. That'll be bad. You.
Don't want you ever work out.
Alright, grab that. I'm going real quick. Do you want us to redo that, Brad? Redo the intro? I went ahead. Intro. Yep, just in case. I know, we're going to blow away out here. Ship on a rock.
Put this on the shelf. This way.
Ready, Brad?
Test.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to the 2021 Oakridge Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. I'm Kathy Gillenwaters. I am the Communications Coordinator for the Oakridge Chamber of Commerce, here once again with my buddy David Bradshaw.
Glad to be here.
We are pleased to be standing next to each other this year and having an actual parade instead of our reverse parade from last year. That was a wonderful solution to what was going on in our world at that point, but we are excited to get started this year.
I hope this is just a little step towards normalcy.
I hope so.
And I know people are glad to be out to see a parade.
Absolutely. So in conjunction with our parade theme being the 12 Days of Christmas, we have invited our friends at Oakridge Nissan to sponsor the parade, and they have lent us 12 different vehicles which are going to represent the 12 Days of Christmas.
You know, at Oakridge Nissan, they sell a lot of vehicles.
They do.
They are the #1 Nissan dealership in the state and often in the top 10 in the country.
There you go. Well, so we are going to have our Partridge in the Pear tree is going to be driven by Christine Michaels, who is the president of the Oakridge Chamber of Commerce, and kind of the driving force behind this first 12 vehicle themed part of our parade. The Turtle Doves are going to be driven by Councilwoman Ellen Smith. The French Hens are driven by City Manager Mark Watson. The Calling Birds are being driven by Nathan Filosi. The Golden Rings are driven by Gordon Fee.
You have to say it really slow.
The five
golden rings. That's right.
The geese a-laying are driven by Jeremy Israel, and the goose is courtesy of Willow Ridge Garden Center and Landscaping. The Swans a-swimming are being driven by Alicia Moore, who is our Chamber Customer Service Representative. The Maids a-milking are represented by Girl Scout Troop 21-158 and are led by Lauren Mays. The Ladies Dancing are being driven by Leah Smith, and that is, we give special thanks to J.C. Penney and Bryson's Closet for helping us get our Lady Dancing ready to go. Our Lord of Leaping is being driven by J.R. Hertwig, with special thanks to J.C. Penney and Bryson's Closet. The Pipers Piping are driven by Jennifer Lindsay and will be accompanied by someone from the Oakridge Community Band. And our Drummer Drumming is being driven by Matthew Lindsay and the Oakridge Community Band. We are giving thanks to there as well. So
Terrific. That's just terrific.
that will be the kickoff
An
for
interesting
our parade.
little addition to the parade this year.
Absolutely. So I was telling someone inside that my daughter-in-law bought me battery-operated hand warmers this year.
Great. It's actually very nice. It's like in the 50s.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So I guess we've done this in the heat, the rain.
Yeah,
It has
the
snowed.
Yep.
And the bitter cold.
The bitter cold.
This is about right for a Christmas parade.
I think so. And I'm glad that the rain moved out. Last year we didn't have lots of rain, but it was just wet. It was just wet.
Okay, so I'm going to put this
Yeah.
here. I think we did that deal with this last year.
Yeah. And I've got some that don't have descriptions. I've just done that.
So that's all the cars will come at once, is that right?
I believe that is correct. The color guard, antique car, the band, so then we kind of start our normal thing. And I've tried to X through the ones that I'm aware of who canceled.
Okay.
So we shall see. We thought they were coming a lot faster than they are.
If you think about it, if it starts at 6,
right,
and gets actually going at 6, for a parade to get all the way down there, it's a pretty long way.
I know. Brad and I were talking about how long it typically takes, and neither one of us could really put a finger on that. So
that tree looks nice this year.
Yeah. Yeah, remember when they first planted it and it was the city tree? It was kind of
pinky,
Charlie Brownish.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, yeah,
they did well. They planned well.
It takes a while for it to grow, and the other one had, I think, gotten diseased or something.
Yeah, and it was kind of wonky too. It was a little bit bizarre. That's a better location for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one was up near the parking lot, kind of.
Was it?
Yeah, it was up kind of in the corner of the parking lot, so it was a little off the turnpike.
I don't really remember how that worked. I've slept since then.
That was a long time ago.
I know it was. I hear the antique police car, not fire car.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to see that without my glasses.
Yeah.
Just can't do it anymore.
I tried to blow it up as big as I could.
That's good.
I'm in that same boat if it's not large. Which is why I had to do that section with all the... Going live? Oh, yeah, I gotta have the readers. Well, I have table readers on the kitchen table. I have some in the family room in case I need them there. I have some in my purse, which I left at church last week, and that confused me for a few days. And some in my bedroom. It's just welcome to the age we are. We won't mention what age that is. Old enough.
For a while, I could squint and see stuff.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, it's like, I just can't even see it when I squint. I can't do it anymore.
Here's the funny thing, because I am very nearsighted, and so if I have my contacts in, I have to have readers on in order to see close up. But if I do not have my contacts in, I can see close up just fine.
But you can't see.
Is that right? You're like that? Yep.
But can you drive without them?
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, I could aim,
But yeah, okay. So you really can't see.
but I would not. If you needed me to like read a sign and tell when I needed to turn,
Not going to happen.
that would not be a good choice. But I mean, I could keep it on the road. Miss large objects, but
The fine detail, where it really counts.
Yeah.
No.
if you needed me to know how many miles we were to the, or what exit we were at to begin with, I would not be your go-to choice. Guess we'll let them cross that intersection and then. All right, well, leading off the parade this evening is our police chief, Robin Smith, in the antique Oakridge police car. That's always one of my favorite entries. It's not really an entry, but I always look forward to seeing that.
Always leads off our parade.
That's when you know it's time.
That's right.
So, following Chief Smith is our fire chief, Travis Solomon, our new fire chief this year.
That's right.
And
Welcome,
he
Travis.
is driving with Mayor Warren Gooch. Mayor Gooch is the city's 10th mayor. He's been unanimously reelected for 3 consecutive terms and refers to our city as Oakridge, where great things happen every day. They both wish the residents a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. They want to remind you to be fire safe during the holiday season. And if you need a fire alarm or inspection, just call the fire department at 425-FIRE, and they will get you taken care of.
And that's a great service. Doesn't cost anything. If
Doesn't
you need a
cost
smoke detector and you don't have one, call the fire department. They'll install it for free. It's a great service.
Absolutely. Here's one of our Oakridge Nissan sponsored 12 Days of Christmas. This would be the Partridge in a Pear tree with driver Christine Michaels.
And accompanying music. That's terrific.
Accompanying music,
That's right.
yes, to keep the thing going.
That's the gray color of cars I see everywhere now. It's a very popular color.
Yes. All right. Following that is Ellen Smith driving the 2 turtle doves. And then we have our 3 French hens with driver city manager Mark Watson.
Basket on the windshield, 3 French hens.
There they are. Ready to go. Our 4 calling birds, again, are driven by Nathan Filosi.
Again, we'd like to thank Oakridge Nissan for sponsoring our parade this year.
Very nice. Our 5 gold rings are driven by Gordon Fee. That is a nice looking vehicle. I like that one.
Yep.
Following that are our 6 geese a-laying with driver Jeremy Israel. And the goose is courtesy of Willow Ridge Garden Sitter and Landscaping.
That would be in the trunk, so you'll see that right as they go by.
Absolutely. Next up are our 7 swans of swimming that I believe are also going to be in a tailgate here. And that's driver Alicia Moore, who is our customer service representative here at the chamber. Following Lisha is the 8 Maids of Milking with Girl Scout Troop 21158, which is led by Lauren Mays.
All right.
Oh, we've got cows and everything.
Yes,
All
we
right.
do.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Following that, we have our lady dancing. The driver is Leah Smith, and we have special thanks to J.C. Penney and Bryson's Closet on that for us. And behind that, of course, is our Lord of Leaping with driver J.R. Hertwig, with special thanks to J.C. Penney and Bryson's Closet.
That is a nice hat on that Lord of Leaping.
That is a nice hat.
I wish hats like that would come back.
I know.
Yep.
Next is 11 Pipers Piping, driven by Jennifer Lindsay, and the Oakridge Community Band was to provide our piper. And finally, we have our drummer drumming, Matthew Lindsay with the Oakridge Community Band. So thank you all to everybody who's made this happen.
All right.
Next up, we've got our color guard, which is from the Oakridge High School NJROTC. They are always so nice to come do this for us.
That program is just taken off at the high school.
It really has.
And it's a super opportunity for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope if you're not familiar with it, you'll get familiar with it. It's a great opportunity here in Oakridge.
They've won all kinds of awards, and you're right, it has grown much faster than they anticipated. I know they thought it would take a few years to get to the size that they are. And
give you an idea of the size.
Yeah.
Just take a look at what you're about to see march by.
I think this is the first year we've had this much representation from this group. So we really appreciate them coming out. I know earlier in the day this seemed like a really bad idea in all the rain. So I know they are grateful to see the weather having cleared out. This has been called Chamber of Commerce weather when it clears up like that for one of our events. So we'll take that if we can take it. So there we go.
A lot of future leaders in our community and beyond in this group of folks marching by right now.
Indeed.
We appreciate them.
And I'm sure that you are like I am, that there are several of these young men and women that you and I have watched grow up and maybe helped raise a little bit.
Yep.
I'm a very firm believer in the village concept of raising children, and very proud of those that I do know in that group, and I'm sure that the others are wonderful young men and women as well. We have the Anderson County Sheriff's Office here as well, participating.
They do a great service for all of Anderson County, including Oakridge. We appreciate all that the men and women of the Sheriff's Department do to keep us safe, take care of us in a lot of ways that we don't even know about. We appreciate that.
Exactly. We think a lot about our city fire department, but the county Sheriff's Department is also a very important partner in all of that.
You know, I hear the band coming, and I think I've told you before, one of my favorite parts of parades is the band. And
Always.
The Oakridge High School Band is one of the best.
It really is.
So,
and they have a concert coming up this week, I believe on the 16th. So if you just have a real hankering to hear Sleigh Ride, which I don't know, there's something about that song being played by a real live band or orchestra that just really sets me up for the holidays. Their fruit has also been delivered. I believe that this is the weekend to start getting your fruit. So if you ordered fruit, you got that coming. Russell Barker, the Anderson County Sheriff, is driving that vehicle along with the rest of his department. We've been able to hear the band practicing a little bit in our parking lot this week. So we've been humming along and ready to go.
Yeah, it's great on the turnpike, either across the street of the Civic Center, practicing all the marching band moves for the season, or in the parking lot, right there on the turnpike where everybody can hear them.
Absolutely. The group is under the direction of Oakridge High School band directors Michael Spurko and Sean Rutherford. Another very important part of this organization who is not listed on this sheet is Myrnie Huey, who is the administrative assistant for the band. And my kids will tell you they were far more afraid of Myrnie being angry with them than either of the band directors when they were in high school.
Always need that.
Myrnie keeps it running smoothly.
Yeah, next Thursday at 7 is the...
Next Thursday at 7. So go to the high school and go see these kids play their holiday music. Put you in the spirit. I always love that they decorate their horns and their drums too. That's always fun.
I hope folks attended football games this year because the program was fantastic.
Yes.
Songs you would recognize.
Well, songs you and I would recognize.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But eventually, everyone will recognize them because they're classic.
Exactly.
That's right.
Thank you to our band.
Next is Judge Roger Miller and the Grinch, according to his entry. Judge Miller would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There is the Grinch.
There's the Grinch. Now, I'm not sure about Grinch, the Grinch handing out candy. You reckon that's after his heart has grown 3 sizes
I think so.
that day?
I don't think that's the mean one.
It must not be. Must not be.
You know, I had a story that the singer of that song was not credited for a long time and actually hit the top 40 a while back, and man now has a top 40 song he was uncredited for.
Following Judge Miller is State Representative John Reagan. Appreciate his service to the community as well.
And following him is our own Anderson County Mayor Terry Frank in a wonderfully well lit up Jeep.
Yes, indeed. And this is Jim Dodson, who's running for state representative for this area. Has been a city councilman in Oakridge for many years and an art teacher at Jefferson Middle School.
One of the best art teachers in East Tennessee and beyond. Is really a leader in that. Next is Rex Lynch, with the circuit who's our circuit court clerk for both the general sessions courts, juvenile court, the criminal and circuit courts in Anderson County. And riding with Rex is his wife, Jamie. And
then we have Jeff Cole, who is our county clerk. And District Attorney Dave Clark. He is the law enforcement officer and prosecutor for Anderson County. He helped to form ASAP to prevent substance abuse and the Children's Advocacy Center, and they've recently opened the Family Justice Center here in Oakridge.
And right behind him is Brian Hunt, the juvenile court judge, our current juvenile court judge.
Right, Oakridge Federal Credit Union is member-owned, and they say you will find better service, better relationships, and a better way of doing things. Their 12 Days of Christmas Winter Wonderland says join Sam the Snowman and Piper the Penguin as they sled down the hill into the magic of the 12 Days of Christmas.
I see that right there in that second vehicle.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
One of the things I love about this parade being at night is all of the lights and just how creative our entries are at decorating and letting things just show up really well.
Thank you to the ORNL Credit Union.
They are one of our Millennium partners here at the Chamber, and we appreciate their support.
You know, back in the early days of Oakridge, they had parades back on Tennessee Avenue.
Is that right?
Yeah, would go behind Jackson Square.
Oh,
that's where the city hall was.
Yeah.
Think of how we'd have to squeeze all these people into Tennessee Avenue. That would be tough.
We would be packed in there for sure.
All right, our next entry is the real estate firm. They have a gingerbread house spectacular, and that is spectacular if you're looking at that now. They have a fully decorated house with a sold sign. They are real estate agents, of course. And a Christmas tree snowman and a Christmas tree. Children are dressed up like gingerbread men, and all others are in costume.
They recently held a ribbon cutting ceremony, so we are just happy to have them here. The next entry is the Anderson County Grinch. They are just trying to spread some Christmas cheer, it says. So
that's an interesting way to do that.
Again,
definitely.
The heart has grown 3 sizes, or
right.
he would not be sharing Christmas cheer. He would be trying to steal our Christmas presents.
What a classic. Have you seen that yet this year?
I haven't watched. I have not watched any Christmas movies yet. Maybe this evening, if I get home at a decent hour, I will turn one of them. I did go to the Oakridge Playhouse and watch the radio play of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yep, that was wonderful.
And that is one of my favorites. All right, Cub Scout Pack 830 with High Places Community Church. They are a new family pack in Oakridge and have scouts from kindergarten to the 5th grade. They enjoy camping out with their scouts, and their entry has a campsite with a tent and a campfire with scouts roasting marshmallows. There is nothing more scout-like than roasting marshmallows, I believe. That's an important thing to do at a fire.
Yes, it is.
Do you like yours golden brown, or do you like yours on
No,
fire?
I like them golden brown.
Me too.
Patience.
Yep, you got to be patient.
Next is Ryan Spitzer for Circuit Court Judge. He is the judge of the Circuit and Criminal Court here in Anderson County, and you can find out more information about him and his campaign at Ryan Spitzer FOR Judge on Facebook, or Ryan Spitzer, the number 4 Judge on Instagram.
Next we have Oakridge Cheerleading. We've got all of our cheerleaders who just help the Wildcats go on to victory and cheer them on even if they don't. Glad to have them here
That's
tonight.
a wonderful float.
That is a great float.
Yep.
I like it.
Next up, with
Look
a
at that.
beautiful float.
Of course.
Unbelievable. Everyone
Wow.
look at this one. Put your VCR on pause.
Yep.
We still use VCRs.
No. Put your phone down.
City of Oakridge Public Works Department. This is here in Oakridge, as well as the Healthy Waters program, which was in charge of the display for the department. You can get more information on the Healthy Waters program at stormwateroakridgetn.gov, stormwater.oakridgetn.gov. And this is a living room on Christmas morning.
Very nice. Our next entry comes from Pet Supplies Plus here in Oakridge. They are proud to be our locally owned pet store. They can now ship online orders and have curbside pickup. They are inspired by the beautiful wildlife of the Appalachian Mountains. Rustic Country Christmas. Stop by their Oakridge location on Illinois next to Big Lots.
All right. As you can see from the Rotary wheel, this is the Oakridge Breakfast Rotary, which provides service to others, promotes integrity, and advances world understanding, goodwill, and peace through their fellowship of business, professional, and community leaders. This is the 15th year they have participated in the Christmas parade, and their theme is literacy, which is very important to Rotary clubs nationwide.
And AMZ is up next. Oh my goodness, look at that. They've got
I believe that's a carbon fiber
hologram
car
or something there behind them with their 3D printed. How cool is that? They do just amazing things at AMZ. I was able to go there some this summer with some family. Next up is Eric Garrison. He is in a 1971 red Chevy C10.
Beautiful vehicle.
Yes. You know, and
Yeah,
the red truck with the tree.
The vehicle's 50 years old.
Yeah, yeah. Hush.
Yeah,
You're
no.
making me feel old.
Next is the America's United States Pageant, a scholarship organization that promotes strength and compassion throughout community service. They're currently looking for 2022 Tennessee Queens to go to United States Pageant on all social platforms. Check all social platforms for more information. Junior Miss Tennessee is Maxine McGlasson, and Miss Teen America's United States is Victoria McGlasson. Leanne Thompson is Miss Tennessee's America United States.
Next up is Cash Express. With their tree, they've got Baby Yoda, Grogu, right? And looks like a reindeer along with them. And, oh, look, there's a gingerbread man riding in the back. All right, Woodland Park Baptist Church is here. I believe they have their scouts with them. So happy to have them. Got a bunch of enthusiastic scouts with them on the back of their trailer.
Boy Scout Troop 45.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Anderson County EMS is following them.
You know, Anderson County EMS makes a lot of runs and save a lot of lives and provide a lot of comfort to a lot of people in tough situations. So we can't thank them and the police and fire departments enough for all that they do every single day. You know, when I wake up, I go to the bank to work, which I enjoy, but when they work up, they really don't know what's going to happen
That
next.
is a true statement. Yep. You know, as much as you and I might find our day to be a little unpredictable, it's not going to be nearly as unpredictable as that.
Next is SARGE, which is the Small Animal Rescue Group, very active in Oakridge and the surrounding area.
And Girl Scout Troop 20779 is walking with them and helping with some of these animals. Often it's people who have adopted animals, but sometimes there's some animals that are available for adoption. So check them out if you are looking to bring a new family member into your family.
I think I said small animal. That's shelter
It is
animal
shelter
rescue
animal.
group. Yep, that's
I
my fault.
didn't catch that till you said it correctly. Sometimes when you see an acronym, you just invent words, don't you?
Yep.
I don't think they're... oh, that's still part of the Sarge group. This may be part of the Fast and Classy car organization, and it's just a group of car enthusiasts, and they have all kinds of different cars. Number 32 is, that's all part of the Fast and Classy car group.
All right.
So, like that truck, that's very cool. Look at all those presents lit up on the back of that.
Yeah, I parked last night next to a Mercedes, and Sandy said I got the truck a little close. I said, well, I'll move it because I don't want that Mercedes to scratch my truck.
Exactly.
And she agreed.
That was a wise choice, Dave. You don't want to do that. Lots of fun cars. It's a little chilly to drive a convertible if you were going to drive it at full speed. Probably
Yes.
not too bad
Great
to
speed,
do that.
just right.
Yeah.
Heaters on, you're good. I tell you, an antique or an older car fully restored.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Really, really nice.
I've watched a special that talked about what these cars cost originally and what they would be worth today.
Right.
And the appreciation from a car you paid $5,000 for in 1970 is
right.
$150,000 today.
Right.
Unbelievable.
I kind of don't think any of my cars are going to be
Me
worth
either.
quite that
Somehow I made
much
the wrong choices.
I don't think my Ford Pinto that I drove in high school probably really would have appreciated a whole lot either.
The Ford Pinto.
Pretty sure that we sold it for like $200. We got rid of that. That was the version that you had to drive with your head out the window to look backwards, because you remember that was the one that
Yes.
if it got rear-ended, it would have a problem. So
these are wonderful cars.
they are wonderful. Like it. I like all the lights on this one and the wreath. That's really, really nice. First United Methodist Church is our next one. I believe they are doing a Seven Swans swimming themed vehicle.
Actually, they're just crossing right in front of their church.
They
That's interesting,
are.
right
They
here.
are.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of the young adults, and I see our children's director and our music director. They had a choir concert this afternoon, so I'm impressed that he's up and vertical. And another one, B97.5 is our next entry, a radio station out of Knoxville, spreading some Christmas cheer, and that's been around for a long time, too. The Groves at Oakridge is one of our retirement communities, and they like to bring their residents out. This is a great way for the residents to kind of they don't really get to see the whole parade, but they get to see the people who are watching the parade, and it's a great little outing for them. They always enjoy.
Yeah, we always talk about that's the way to watch the parade.
Yeah.
From inside a warm vehicle in the middle of the parade.
Absolutely. This is a Girl Scout troop who is, they're advertising their cookies, and who doesn't love a good cookie. We also have the East Tennessee Llama Rescue Group, and they are all decorated for the season. Wonder what they think about having lights.
Right behind them is Lowe's Towing. They're a heavy hauler rotator used for turned over semi-trucks and lifting heavy equipment. Rollbacks for hauling cars, motorcycles, and recovery for automobile wrecks in the city of Clinton, state of Tennessee, Oakridge, Anderson County. Lowe's wants you to always remember the reason for the season is Jesus Christ.
And 49 is one of our Anderson County Fairest of the Fair, all wrapped up and warm on top of that beautiful Jeep. Looks like there's some more of our Fairest of the Fair folks coming along.
Yeah, county fair is a wonderful American tradition.
It really is.
And we have a wonderful one here in Anderson County.
It's Jillian Brooks, who is the 2021 Fairest of the Fair.
While we have a little break here, we always like to thank the Oakridge Police Department and the Fire Department and the Public Works Department and the Parks and Rec staff. Just basically all hands on deck with
really
the city
is.
to, this is a major state highway, the Oakridge Turnpike, and we block it off completely.
Yep.
And all the intersections have to be blocked and monitored and traffic rerouted. And, they do that every year. And that if they do it without any issues or any problems, people are safe. And then they put it all back together so traffic can continue afterwards. So we just want to thank the men and women who don't really get to see the parade as much because they're off working, and for the chamber volunteers that organize all of this start to finish. Absolutely.
And also Cowperwood Corporation is so nice to always let us use their parking lot for our staging area. And then, of course, Brad at BBB TV comes out and covers this for us so that you can enjoy watching this at home.
Yeah, people start asking me if they're going to broadcast the parade, and Brad always takes care of that.
He
so we appreciate
does.
that.
I believe this is going to be Hope of East Tennessee.
Yes, they're a nonprofit agency which provides treatment for individuals with substance abuse and other disorders. They provide grant-funded treatment, accept private pay, Medicaid, and some private insurance.
And next is Victoria Bowling, attorney at law. She has been in practice for a number of years here in the county, 28 years, and she and her staff and family wish us all a very Merry Christmas.
Next is Chicken Salad Chick, brand new restaurant, amazing new restaurant in town.
Yes, indeed.
They offer 12 flavors of chicken salad as well as pimento cheeses and egg salads. They'd love to meet each and every one of you, so come on out to their store, which is right on the Turnpike, and they offer a full line of catering as well.
My favorite is the cranberry chicken salad, just saying.
They're located just before you get to the CVS.
Yes.
Or just past the CVS,
depending
on which
on
way
how you
you're
look
going.
at it.
That's right.
Next up is the real estate office, out and about this evening.
Next is the campaign to elect Brian Hudson and Travis McCarter for Constable in District 4.
Yeah, Brian has another vehicle there behind him. So.
All right. And right behind them is Master Services, which specializes in crawl space and foundation repair. You can call them anytime, and they will give you a free home inspection and a free quote. Company's mission statement is to be a unique service company that radically serves the community. And their theme is the Polar Express.
I love it.
Yes.
This looks like another very lit up parade entry coming down the road here, David. Why would that be?
And it should be lit up because it's the City of Oakridge Electric Department.
Imagine that.
I'm glad that they're with us, and they are every year.
And they have worked hard today. I know the power was out for a while in the middle of town this morning, and that was causing us a little bit of angst, but of course they got that right up.
They work every day to ensure the delivery of exceptional utility services to the citizens of Oakridge, unblinking a full-on stewardship, integrity, and customer service. They work hard to meet the needs of our community. And they pitched in to keep the Santa's huge toy machine turning. Designed by a team led by Aaron England. Santa's helpers include Cody Hutton, Hunter Henry, Kyler Jones, and other elves.
Well, thank you to all those elves.
If you ever get a chance to see a traffic signal, red light, up close, it will blow you away at how big it is. You think they're little, but when you see them, they're huge.
Yeah. So next we have Shoney's. Shoney Bear, and they are open every day except for Christmas. Behind Shoney's is Gary Long, road superintendent, in one of their big vehicles. Appreciate him. He nearly always has an entry in the parade.
They do a really good job in Anderson County. You can drive out of Knox County into Anderson County and you can tell the difference.
Mm-hmm,
yep.
Absolutely.
Nothing against Knox County.
Nope.
But Gary does a great job.
So Methodist Medical Center of Oakridge presents another interpretation of the 7 Swans of Swimming. They've got lots of cute little swans with them this evening, David.
In case you don't know, they're a regional medical center in the heart of the hometown Oakridge. For physician referral and information about services, go to mmcoakridge.com.
Next up, we have the Oakridge Recreation and Parks Department. They provide a broad variety of parks, recreational amenities, and athletic facilities for residents and visitors. You can visit them at orrecparks.oakridgetn.gov. They have a radio flyer wagon on their float.
Next is the Methane Professional Yard Services, specializes in lawn care, pruning, guttering, landscaping, etc. They get their hands dirty, taking care of your property.
I actually think that was Color Street that just went by there. I think
we may have.
We had a few that didn't come tonight, so that was Southern Sass Nails and Color Street. And this is the Milestone Sweet Shop. It's part of Milestone Church. They are bringing the sweetness to Christmas. Sugar plums, cookies, donuts, and much more. A portrayal of how sweet it is to be loved by Jesus.
And they currently meet at Robertsville Middle School on Sunday mornings at 10:30. You can go to milestonechurch.cc. You know, the family truckster is coming. And I got to say, Sandy and I went to see an Evening with Chevy Chase at the Civic Auditorium. Watched Family Vacation, or Christmas Vacation on the big screen.
Yes.
And the family truckster was there.
Well, of course.
And I'm sure it was this one.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it was. That's amazing. That looks very much like the tree that they bring home for their very Merry Christmas. We always appreciate their entry here. All right. One more. Yep, one more. Okay, we've got the Oakridge Housing Authority with their float this evening, and it looks like, appropriately enough, that they are a family at home on Christmas.
That's a really nice float. I like that.
Yeah. Very pretty tree, very pretty living room there.
Next is Madison Insurance Group, serving for 45 years out of Anderson County.
They have direct access to multiple insurance carriers, so.
All right. Our next entry is the Robertsville Middle School Cheerleaders, and they
looks like they've got a gingerbread theme going on.
Keep the spirit going at Robertsville. All right, our next entry is the Hard Luck Cycle Service, located at 178 Midway Lane in Oakridge. Offer motorcycle service, repair, and customization. You can call them at 314-1669. And there's Santa on his motorcycle sleigh. Can't beat that.
There you go. They brought a bunch of motorcycles with them tonight. That's always fun. Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, coming up, you'll see here in just a moment, is the East Tennessee Bucketeers, which is an event and parade band for adults with disabilities. They are special bucket drummers, a bagpiper, and some friends. Bucketeer Christmas is joyful and fun. They have smiles on their faces, lots on their drums. They play loud and lively. They play for God and Son. Happy birthday to Jesus. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
All right. We have the Sawway Auto Repair and Scorpio Off-Road. They are locally owned and operated, an auto repair and maintenance shop. They have 10 Lords of Leaping as part of their theme and deer. So.
Next is a 2019 Mack concrete mixer provided by Harrison Construction. It's 35 feet long, 6 axles, and 13 feet tall, with a drum that can hold up to 10 cubic yards of concrete.
That sounds like a lot of concrete.
10 cubic yards of concrete is very heavy. Those 4 axles will be all on their wheels.
Next up, we have the committee to elect Matt Tuck as the sessions judge in Division 2. We appreciate his participation in our parade this evening. Looks like the Lions Club is our next entry.
Don't forget to get your mops and brooms and light bulbs from the Lions Club.
And light bulbs, and donate your old eyeglasses.
That's right.
If you have some that you're not wearing anymore, the Lions Club will take those and give them to somebody who needs them. It's an important service that they provide.
Yeah, we were just talking about how we have trouble seeing to read some of this information, and just think if you were in a country where you couldn't get glasses, That's awful. Lions Club help with that.
UCOR is one of the current contractors dedicated to environmental cleanup, and tonight they have a 1962 Dodge owned by Jamie Southard, and it was originally purchased for the Atomic Energy Commission for cleanup of the Manhattan Project.
That is neat. Right behind them is the Marlow Volunteer Fire Department, and we are fortunate to have them in our county. The men and women of the Marlow Volunteer Fire Department make a lot of calls and do it out of their love of their community and their neighbors.
And they are a frequent Oakridge Christmas Parade participant. They often come and bring their one or more of their fire trucks to come be in the parade with us. Next up will be the Oakridge Universalist Church. For more than 70 years, that church has been a welcoming congregation in this diverse community. It's located at 809 Oakridge Turnpike. They worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings online and in person. They are excited once again to be part of this annual tradition of the parade. Their message is simple: love your neighbors, all of them, and do good in the world whenever and wherever you can. Happy holidays, everyone.
While we have a little break again, if folks haven't been to Main Street Oakridge in the last little bit, several new stores have opened: Old Navy, Home Goods, Ross Dress for Less, and Five Below. There's about 200 apartments, which now have people living in some of them.
Yes.
Right across the street. So if you haven't been downtown, you need to come downtown and check it out.
Yeah. Get some of your Christmas shopping. We encourage you to shop local. We actually have a campaign starting through the chamber starting tomorrow, the 12 Days of Shopping Local. If you'll watch our Facebook page, you will find some of our local chamber members to go visit. And this is our 2020 Miss Preteen Tennessee, I believe.
And next is our very own community college, located across East Tennessee in a bunch of counties, but our Oakridge branch campus is one of the largest, if not the largest, of the multiple campuses, and the staff there do a great job preparing young people and adults, older adults, for careers in lots of fields.
The Run State Raiders are with us. Happy to have them as part of our parade this year.
You know, just like our elementary and high schools and middle schools, Run State has had to deal with coronavirus and keep teaching all the way through. So a lot of tribute to the instructors there.
Yep.
Just went by was Nurture for the Next. Nurture the Next is a nonprofit organization serving families and children in Tennessee. Their mission is to create a future for children and families filled with promise and prosperity.
Very good. The next entry is F3 Knoxville. These are some of the men of F3 Knoxville and their families writing a giant Christmas gift and passing out candy. Wouldn't you like to see a box that big under your tree with your name on it?
And F3 is Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith out of Knoxville. Next, our 101st first entry. Can't say once, that's not even a word. A-Tow Towing. We offer towing service and roadside service such as lock and jump starts, tire changes. They serve several motor clubs. They want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and the way you remember them is if you break down, you're probably going to need a tow.
A tow.
There you go.
You hope not to need that, but inevitably, at some point, you're going to need a tow. Can't tell. That's the Grinch's Holiday Cruise. A couple of old farts planning an epic river cruise to Destin, Florida, and wanted to bring their humor and joy to the community.
Trixie Sparkle Pop Clown is a modern American clown, a teaspoon of party gatherings, entertainment, and events. You want walking eye candy event enhancer with a whole lot of pop, she's your clown.
All right, and then we have Waste Connections of East Tennessee, and they are they've got their truck all decorated, and then we have a Mustang GT entered into the parade. A few other, I don't guess those are ATVs, but side by side, I'm told.
Brad,
right.
not only can he broadcast this, he knows his stuff.
Brad knew. All right. It's 1:15. Well, all right. So, got a few more vehicles. Oh my goodness, there's one down there that's just jamming, David.
Now that will be a crowd pleaser.
I bet you're right. We'll have to see what that is when it gets close to us.
I know what's coming.
I do too. I can
Well, we have
see
to
all
wait.
the excitement, but there are a few more things to see before that gets here, so we want to kind of enjoy. I believe they are having quite a good time.
Yeah, you have to let the clutch out slowly. That's what will help.
See,
there.
this is why you don't want me to drive one of those.
That's right.
So, all right. So that looks like the Farmers Insurance Group, maybe.
Yes, I believe you're correct. Look at that old vehicle right there.
That is so nice. Yeah.
And then behind them is Top Notch Towing in the black Jeep.
Looks like they have one of our bits of royalty around here too. Following them is Sound Company, the Oakridge Children's Performing Choir.
Multi-stage age performing choir based in Oakridge, comprised of children grades 1 through 12 from schools and communities in East Tennessee. Several of the group's performers are singing Christmas carols and sharing the love of performing. Auditions for the spring will be held at Grove Theater on Saturday, January 8th. You can go to soundcompanytn.net for more information.
It's a great organization. I was a part of that for many, many years as a director of the youngest choir, and my children were participants. So if you have a person in your life, grades 1 through 12, who enjoys performing, I encourage you to check that out. All right, we are to the final entry in our parade, David.
And if it's the fire department and the ladder truck,
yep,
you do. You just kind of know that there's going to be something in the bucket of that ladder truck.
We do. And
somebody,
yes, and it's a very important somebody. And there he is, Santa Claus himself. So he is out before the huge Christmas rush he's going to have at the North Pole. And we're so glad he took a little time to be here with us tonight and to greet all of the people who turned out this evening to watch the parade. So, David, another one is in the books.
Yes.
I don't know. We would have to check to see how many of these you and I have done together, but it's several.
It's been a few, and I love it every single time.
It's really great. We would like to take this opportunity again to thank all of our partners with the City of Oakridge for all of their help in putting together the parade, and our friends at Cowperwood for allowing us to stage there, for Brad and BBB TV for coming out to film this.
Oakridge Nissan for their support.
Nissan
and then for all, the 100 entries or more.
Yes.
People put a lot of time and effort into it, and it brings it now Christmas can begin.
Now Christmas can begin. I'd also like to thank everybody who thought nice, dry thoughts today, because we were a little worried about the rain, but it went away. So thank you, and David and I look forward to seeing you again in 2022.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, but what was the eye candy thing?